I did have one of the stars. I did have Helena Bonham Carter, who stars in this film with Johnny Depp, but she just disappeared. I think she's talking to her mother. But Helen Bonham Carter, you're back again.
Okay,
Wonderful.
Hi, sorry, hi.
Now, you played Dr. Julia Hoffman,
Yes.
who is described as an aging alcoholic psychiatrist. I mean, how did your husband sell that role to you?
Well, obviously he got it. I mean, eventually said yes, but no. Originally, he didn't really want me to be in it at all, because he said, well, let's take a break. I said, no, that's fine. It's getting a bit boring and predictable. And then he gave it to me, and then I thought, and he says, you know what? I think there's a part that I really see you as, and I can't think of anybody else to play it. And I thought sexy vampy witch part, you know, the one that Ava Green plays, but no. He said, no, of course, it's Dr. Hoffman. He said, no, but an alcoholic psychiatrist, really? Anyway. I made him wait. I made him wait for about a week, and then I did. It's actually a really good part, and I ended up coming to love Dr. Hoffman and her problems. But she's special.
What is it like working with your husband? Because most people couldn't work with their partners.
It's erratic. You know what? We're getting better at it. We've had our low points. Like Sweeney Todd wasn't good, but then Red Queen we got better. And then on this one, honestly, we had more fun than I think we've worked out what to do. But you see, bit by bit, I've learned how to do it, and we've got a few commandments that I've amassed over the years.
Like what?
I shouldn't speak on set, really. Basically, it's better not to talk at all, or have an opinion. Or if I have an idea, I'll give it to Johnny. Johnny pitches it, and it always works out that way. But if it comes out of my mouth, no, I'm not good. What other things? Oh, he's got to just give me compliments, because sometimes he forgets. Because it's just like, yeah, should we do it again? It's fine. Or let's just move on. And you go like, well, I don't want to just move on. Can we just, anyway.
And this collaboration between, who's behind you?
Sorry, he's responsible for me getting
lots of greeting going on, lots of greeting.
I miss you.
And Helena, Johnny Depp and your husband have been working together for many years. This is their 8th collaboration. Why do they work so well? What's the magic between them?
They've got like they just have a really bad sense of humour, frankly. And I really, most of the time, don't understand what they're talking about. All their cultural reference points, so like they're in their own world. They've got the same taste, really. I think, to be honest, they're so lazy they can't be bothered to work with anybody else.
And you're working with Johnny Depp. Well, you just finished working with Johnny again.
Yeah, no, it's getting to be a bit of a habit. He's Tonto in The Lone Ranger, and I'm playing a peg-legged madam. But inside my peg leg, I've got a gun. I was going to say no.
You get all the best parts. Helena, thank you so much. Enjoy the film. Michelle, I believe that you asked for this job, something that you've never done before.
I did. It was shameless, and I still can't believe I did it. But I'm so glad because, I came this close to not doing Batman with Tim, and it was just, I got lucky. And I thought, I'm not going to let that happen this time because I may not be so lucky this time. And I was working with a mutual friend, and she kept encouraging me to call him, and I hadn't talked to him in 20 years. And I was just so obsessed with the television series when I was a kid. Tim and I have very similar taste, in TV anyway, obviously. And so anyway, I'm thrilled.
You last worked with Tim Burton 20 years ago, as you said, on Batman Returns. What's it like being back together, and how much have you both changed?
I didn't, he kept asking me that, have I changed? And I didn't really see any change. I mean, I loved working with him the first time. I loved working with him this time, and maybe more because 20 years older, and I really appreciate him even more. And I think just so I know how rare it is to have that kind of opportunity to work with that caliber of people. Not only Tim, I think Johnny's here. I think.
Does he have that effect on everyone?
Huh? That might be Johnny.
Does he have that effect on everyone?
Yes. I did a little bit of press with him. Johnny's arrived. JD.
What's he like?
Great.
And he was on your list of people to work with, wasn't he? You pleased you worked with him though?
Yeah. I hope we get to do it again. We'll see.
I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great film, absolutely amazing. Now that it's your 8th collaboration with Tim Burton, why do you keep coming back to each other?
Well, listen. You know, whenever I get the call from Tim, I'm always, you know, surprised and honored, you know, that he would want me to interpret another character for him. So I don't know. I don't try and dissect it. I just consider myself very lucky.
And this film was originally a TV series. You pushed for this project. Why did you push for it so hard?
Well, it's something that's been, you know, sort of lurking in my mind for many, many years, and had a very casual conversation with Tim when we were doing Sweeney Todd, and I thought, you know, we should do a vampire movie, like a proper vampire movie, where the guy looks like a vampire, and then we started talking about Dark Shadows, and then, you know, one thing led to another. But it's definitely a passion project.
And you say a proper vampire. What do you mean? Because we've seen lots of vampire movies recently, haven't we?
Well, I mean, I mean, not to take anything away from anyone, you know. I mean, all the Twilight stuff, that's all wonderful and everything. I just, you know, Tim and I grew up on you know, the Hammer horror films and you know, Dracula and Nosferatu, and you know, it just seemed like a guy who has been dead for 200 years should look like he's been dead for 200 years.
And Tim Burton, why is he such a special director?
He's one of the only true auteurs. He's a visionary, and he's I mean, he's beyond a filmmaker. He's an absolute artist to the umpteenth level.
Johnny Depp, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your premiere.
Thank you very much.